Ah, my goodness. Alright. No lie, this music that's playing right now, I feel better because of it. This is bumping.
Just a fact, I was just about to say that. The music doesn't fit what just happened.
That does not fit whatsoever. Oh man. Can I just stay here for a minute and just cheer up? Alright, time to start looking for Bobo somewhere else. This is searching music. Can't say I blame you for wanting to get out of there now and then, Bobo, but on the other hand, you're a cat. Cat can be depressed too. She probably didn't want to stay. He didn't want to stay there.
The room's really dark down there and everything, like...
Is this my room?
I thought she farted.
Yeah, nah, I know that was the door. When we were kids, Mom would always make us go straight to this washroom to get, that's the bathroom, to get cleaned up after we came in from playing outside. There was always a cool wind that blew through here that felt good, even on the hottest days. Anyways, it doesn't matter. A long time ago, no cat in here. You didn't even go inside, fam.
She didn't even go inside. Boy.
Lie about coming from motion. This old couch belonged to my granny. It actually pulls out into a bed. But you put it in front of the front. Is that the front door right there? Because that's not safe.
Yeah, that's the front door right there. It says welcome on the mat, I think.
No. The same one that she slept on when she stayed with us until she passed away. She took us to the zoo, the park. I really loved her. When she died, it was the only time I ever saw my dad cry. I guess that's her dad's mother. I heard him through the door and looked in. I didn't want to go in and bother him though. No cat underneath this. Willingness to embarrass myself. I really don't think he got paid. That is the front door. I'm also not going to stand on our street in the middle of the night yelling Bobo. Or not yet anyways.
That's a door?
That's a closet.
Oh, okay.
Everyone has their own coat hanger, believe it or not. I think even my sister would consider it anathema to violate that. I don't even know what that means. Maybe she isn't as gone as we think. No Bobo though. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Electronic. Oh, word. It weighs approximately 2 million pounds. How on earth did they get it upstairs then?
That's what I want to know.
Who that strong on this planet to be moving a 2 million pound couch up there? I can't move it without risking. Or did they build it up there? And I'm not crawling on my knees to look under things until I finish it. Until I finish checking out the stuff I can actually shuffle around. I bet you the cat's gonna get this freaking chair. I love this game. I'm the best at it. Some people think that they're better than me, but it isn't my fault that they haven't memorized every 2-letter word in the world that includes the letter Q. Every 2-letter... That's a typo. It should be word in the world.
2-letter world in the world?
I think it's supposed to be word in the world. I don't know. I can save my game with that. I bet you. Hold up. That's a cross. I gotta pray to save this game. Okay.
Praying to Jesus, man.
Then it was a big deal in our house growing up. Being late to the table once you got caught was one of the few ways to actually get yelled at. No cap underneath it. When Bobo was his younger and less escape-savvy, well-hidden self, We used to find him curled up asleep in here all the time. Bet it, but he ain't in there. Nope. Is he in the fridge? Or behind the fridge? We should really only keep healthy stuff in here. After a while, I'm sure you don't miss junk food at all. That's a lie. And no cat behind it either. Is he in the stove? He's not in the oven. I sort of miss growing up around here, before we had air conditioning, when we would have the windows open all the time. Just the mist of the Ben jungle. Still raining. Dad pretended to buy this TV at random, but it's too good for him to not have done research on. Is he in the closet? My father was a police officer. Okay, so he was a cop. He believed strongly in following the law with a single exception. He keeps guns in the house, some of which I don't think he is quite supposed to have. I don't think other cops ever trusted my dad. They all lived out in Whitby and Oshawa and would drive into big bad Scarborough every day to unleash white trash justice. He was a guy who actually lived here, who was from here. I'm sure he had to go along to get along. It means a lot to me. Is that everything I can move here? Oh, there he goes.
Bobo, you bozo?
Yeah. Oh, in their room? What you doing? Oh, he's up top. Hopefully he goes from my room instead of back downstairs. Some things are 50-50 no matter what. All you can do is roll the dice. I think it's one of those things where, depending on where I move, he's gonna run.
Fucking cats, man.
My guy freaking teleported into the next room through the wall.
Unless there's a door there.
That's pre-digital Bobo? Oh, fam. I think he's talking about the picture, but I don't know. I better put it back in place. There you go. I see this photo every day, but I never really look at it.
Oh, is that Sarah? Wait, the younger one, right? With the curly hair?
I think that's her sister. I think Sarah's on the left.
Oh, so they have to be around the same age then.
So I can't tell if she's older or younger.
Me neither.
Okay.
I thought Sarah was the older one, but
no, I think Sarah's the older one. I think maybe she's like 18 here and like her sister is 16.
She looks just like her freaking mom.
She does. And her mom looked depressed back then too. No wonder what she did. She got a mustache.
She's Kim Possible.
That's a whole fact. I can't remember what movie we saw. Mom looks like she hated it. Yes she does. But that's what her face is like most of the time. Thank God I didn't make that. I don't make. You do make that face. What you? You look at the freaking corner. It's right there. I always feel ashamed to have good memories from when I was growing up. I look at this picture and see people that I loved more than the people that I see now, including myself. No matter how you think about it, you were better then. But what kind of person would feel like that?
Everybody.
See, now I'm type worried to... Okay, now that I've seen her sister when she was younger, I'm type type worried to see what she looked like right now. She probably
Same.
lost all her hair, chewing all her nails off. She a crackhead.
I mean, she's depressed, like very depressed. So.
I love it when cats have this bizarre idea that you can't see them when they're sitting in plain sight. They stare at you like they're hiding when they're like sitting under a table or on top of a dresser. I'll bet a kitty cat won't appear if I shuffle this dresser. Is she in the trash? What you doing? Oh, that's a potted plant. What are you doing? Look at your face. This freaking anime now, you about to grow a mustache? Jeez. Do you want to lay down with me for a little bit? But why are you screaming? She's yelling all these sentences. So calm down. Your mom is trying to sleep.
You wanna lay down with me for a little bit before I take you back downstairs?
My God, your parents trying to sleep. Damn, they like 60 years, 80 years old. They trying to sleep.
Yo.
I love animals. I wish I'd ever had the space or the free time to feel like I could have one. Maybe I could have made it work. I know that people who have less than I do find a way, but it never felt right. What if it had gone wrong? What if I had ended up in a situation with one of those $2,000 cat surgeries that totally seem ridiculous until it's your cat? If an innocent animal had to suffer or die because I didn't have the money to save it, I think a part of me would never forgive myself. And then you look at my sister, who claims to wish she could rescue all the cats in the world. But who does the work? Who buys the litter and the food and leaves it outside her door? The rest of us. So she's a crazy cat lady. A quote-unquote crazy cat lady.
Yeah, she's a crazy cat lady. Doesn't leave her room. Orders off Amazon and calls it a day.
It must be super sad to be a loser.
Hold up.
If you've ever been important, you know how fucking tedious it is to talk to people who aren't. I know that sounds callous, but we can't get real for a second. But can we get real for a second? My fault. It isn't like these people want to talk to you for any other reason than believing that it might make their lives better. I swear, if I could figure out how to get these balloon heads to give me their money without having to watch their goldfish mouths flop around, I'd be thrilled. You think you're kinder than me? Please. I'd like to see you have the exact same conversation with an unemployable moron about how to make a millionaire. These assholes couldn't get $1 million if they tripped over a bag with $1 million in it. They'd crap their pants and get carted off in an ambulance because they scraped their knees. They scraped their knees. They don't have anything to offer you. There's no fair trade here. You're a big deal with important things to do, and here you are, listening to human smegma, just wasting your time, droning on and on about a bunch of stuff they're going to do, except they ain't. Because if they were, they'd be out doing it instead of talking to you. But I know, these nuts are my bread and butter. You know what the success rate is of the people who sit here listen to people like me ramble on? 0. You know what the success rate is of people who have better things to do than listen to me? Probably not much higher, but it's better than nothing. Still, there are more dishonest trades out there. This possesses at least some modicum of mutual benefit. I get to make a living, and they get to think that somebody like me cares about them. But I swear, it takes everything I have to not ask these people the questions that they should really be asking themselves. Why do you have a company? Why are you handing me a business card for a thing that has nothing to do, that has done nothing, and has no reason to exist? Why do you keep talking to me? What is your problem? What do you want? Jesus. I thought I only had to talk to the VIP meet and greet people. These are the VIP meet and greet people. They keep selling more VIP tickets. Alright, let me get this over with. Don't forget, Blank is coming past to see you afterwards. How could I? Keep it up, working man. 20 years to retirement. Thanks, Fiona. Appreciate you doing all the prep work on the presentation deck too. No problem. Was it alright? It worked, but I think you can do better. I know you've got a lot of talent. Why don't you polish it up a bit before the next event? Alright. I'll be back at the office until midnight or so if you need anything else. Appreciate it. Let me tell you something. Young women are the most amazing thing going on in the workforce today. Me and all the guys I came up with are always saying so. You can pay them less, they work like dogs, and they're a hell of a lot easier on the eyes than some dickbag wearing a suit that looks like he bought it for the prom he never went to. And best of all is that right when all these chicks get to that age where they start wanting more, promotions, raises, the rest of it, a good bunch of them go off, have kids, and you never have to see them again. Then you get to dip back into college interns, get a fresh batch, and the cycle begins anew. This guy is terrible. I love the part.
More than terrible.
Listen, there are a lot of things I could say to describe this guy, but I get sued.
And he's not wrong, because people do that in the real world too.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I
they
mean,
take the
like,
younger over the older, and they expect less pay for them and then more work.
I love the part where they come back to visit with the baby, thinking this is their big moment to wedge back in. They see the younger girls who've replaced them. You can literally watch it click in their minds how completely fucked they are. Wow. And I know, a ton of women out there are thinking, does it even matter? When push comes to shove, you're going to leapfrog a bunch of young men over those women anyways. Nah, I think a lot of women think so too. Think so. Maybe. Because women care about other women and assume that men do too. My wife, for example, calls her sister practically every day. They just sit there on the phone, nattering on about nothing. What the hell is that about? But no, men don't care about other men. We only care about ourselves. As soon as they get everything they came for, damn. After all, you'll need the cash if you're gonna carry all those boyfriends you've got sitting at home playing video games all day. Just don't let them knock you up. Don't seem so great to be the working half now, does it? Welcome to my world.
First of all, you're not gonna come at people playing video games, okay?
Hey there, everybody. I'll be right down.